What's up guys, Shay Stevens here, PDGA number 77522, and tonight I'm doing a fun video. What's in my Glow bag for 2020? I have a new lav mic here, it's Bluetooth, awesome, I don't have a cord anymore, so just tested it out, thought I'd do a fun little video. I'm really fortunate, I live about 30 minutes away from Mercer County Park Disc Golf Course, and that club does an awesome job with weekly Glow rounds when we lose our daylight. Usually it's a shorter layout, more fun, it's a good time. They do have a few long holes built in, so my bag only carries about 7 discs or so. We don't get too crazy with it. It's more of a show-off fun night than a competitive time. So I'm just going to walk you through what I'm going to have in my bag and kind of my rationale behind what I'm doing. So starting off with drivers, going with a Proton Photon. I'm going to use the UFO tape rings. I've heard great things about them, never done them before. So going to be giving these a test run, see how they do. Just lighting them up in my garage and turning the light out. They do have some nice glow, so we're going to see how they hold up. The reason I'm going with the Photon for a driver is, again, there's not that many long holes I've seen. Rob Girard is the guy who usually picks the layout. I haven't seen that many long holes picked out, so this is kind of more something I can work. I know a Photon. I throw them as my primary driver, so this is something comfortable that I can work with. Throw some spike hyzers if I have to with it. Power it down and kind of make it act like an overstable fairway driver if I need it. But if he does surprise me with something that I need to actually throw a decent drive on, this is a disc I know I can use. The other driver I'm bringing is kind of an understable complement, the Virus. Again, I'm using the Proton with the UFO rings. Very understable, flippy driver. It's something I worked into. It used to be in my bag, and then I beat the heck out of my Fission Photons to the point where I had something that did this flight. So, old friend, I'm bringing it back. Mainly for hyzer flips. Mercer is a decently wooded course, so if Rob wants to throw a wooded layout at me, this is something I can hyzer flip very easily without much power into it. Again, I can work some neat little lines if I have to, so I can probably forehand this guy too pretty nicely, have it stand up and ride. So a lot of understable utility, and again, I can power it down and make it fly a stable flight if I need it to. Fairway drivers, I'm only bringing one with me because it's very workable. It is the Eclipse Crave. This is the 1.0 Eclipse, so the old formula, but it still glows pretty well. Should be able to get away without having a UFO ring on it. I will be carrying some tape and a few of the LEDs with me. I have the tri-lights. If I need to stick one on here, I can do that. But the Crave's an old friend. It used to be my primary fairway driver, but the problem became they only covered really stable to understable. It was really hard to keep them where they had overstability a little to fight back at the end. Eventually, I found the volts, especially in Fission, to beat in and kind of cover more of that line, and they pushed the Crave out. But still, a very comfortable, workable disc. Again, the footing's usually pretty good. They use garden lights, the solar-powered ones, to frame the tees, so you don't have to worry about like not seeing your footing. But if there's any temp tees out there, on the ground, and I'm worried about footing, definitely can work this without having to worry about putting too much into it. And definitely I can finesse a 6-speed. Mid-ranges, only bringing one for the same reason. Again, very workable. Proton Matrix, this thing's beautiful. Nice flat top, got a UFO ring on it. Again, something I can definitely work understable. I can finesse it to be overstable. Just something very comfortable, again, that I can work with in the woods if I have to, or just finesse-wise. Putters, I'm bringing 3 with me. First, I'm bringing an Eclipse Envy, because it's an Envy. I don't have to say anything else. It's awesome. Glow 1.0 again, so hopefully that'll hold up for me. The whole idea, when this came out, the big deal was that the entire plate was glowing before you'll see the old Eclipse style, just the rim glowed, and it was not a good time trying to find those. So this should be decent for upshots. I might putt with it as well. We'll see. I've done it in the past. Okay, Mark, you and the rest of Team Squadron can rejoice. I am bringing the Pilot with me. This is the 2.0 prototype Eclipse. I got this in my Gyropalooza pack, and I just got to see what the hype's all about. I messed around with Pilots a little bit, but I was really comfortable with Envies, so didn't want to mess with it too much. If that wasn't broke, don't fix it. So let's see what the hype's all about. I'm probably going to be using this mainly as a putting putter. It feels pretty decent in my hand for that. I might throw it a couple times, but definitely, I just want to see really how this glow stacks up. I've seen the videos and stuff, but you see a really good showing of glow discs at these weekly events. You'll see Castaplast and all that stuff. So I want to see how this plastic glows compared to everybody else actually out in the field. So I'll show this off hopefully. If it lets me down though, Anode Army on backup. This is the 1.0 Eclipse. This is the soft Proton Glow. So it feels so good. Why did they discontinue this? It's so nice. This is the original formula. As you can see, just the rim is glow. So I will really just be using this for putting or very short upshots. So that way I don't have to worry about finding it because the glow doesn't last that long. Maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes at best. Unless you are looking at it, it's really hard to see. So this is my backup putter in the event that the Pilot doesn't feel right for me. So this will be my fallback if I need it. So that's my glow bag for 2020. In that bag I'm going to have, like I said, some LEDs, tape if I need it. Obviously a glow flashlight, towel, mini, the basics. So it's going to be a really good time. So before I go, question to you guys. Do you play glow? And if so, what time? I've heard of like some desert glow down south. I've heard of I've heard mainly glow though. When I think about it, in the off season, I really think of it as a mid-Atlantic here in Pennsylvania and New England kind of deal. So I'm curious if you play glow. Where are you from and what's it like? Is it like a short course? Do you guys play just the full legit layouts in the dark? So I'm curious what you do if you play glow and what's your format like. Hit me in the comments. Let me know. If you have any questions, obviously reach out. I'll do my best to answer them. And as always, take care. If you are as excited as I am, check out Bria Disc Golf on November 27th to get your special edition and stock stamp Eclipse reactors.